Bolt, Puran, Holder, Roy, all of them have one thing in common. They all have rejected their country's central contract to play in the T20 leagues across the globe. The cricketing ecosystem is naively witnessing a paradigm shift with a large chunk of its international cricketers rejecting the central contracts for a shot at T20 leagues and financial freedom. This is well supported by World Players Body's Seeka report, and the emergence of T20 cricket has put the franchise versus country debate in the limelight. In today's video, we will talk exactly about that. Money or country? Financial security or patriotism? What are you choosing? Since the emergence of T20 cricket, every country and board has launched its cricketing league. Some pay ridiculously well, meanwhile others struggle to make ends meet, such as IPL, BPL, ILT20, CPL, SA20, BBL, yada yada yada, you name it. The franchise cricket has opened the window for players to achieve a financial security in the back end of their careers. Players as Bolt and Neesham are quite open with their choices. According to the report from Federation of International Cricketers Association, a wave of cricketers is opting for the freelance route. Notable names such as Bolt, Puran, Holder, ul-Haq, Roy, and many more have chosen the path of freelancing. A few days earlier, this list would have contained names such as Mujeeb, Naveen, and Farooqi. But the Afghanistan board stepped up and denied them the NOCs for the upcoming 2 years, which resulted in that they signed the center contract and instead received a limited NOCs to play abroad. But as with any major shift, there are divided opinions within the cricket community as well. Some argue that the players have the right to maximize their earnings, especially given the short life of a cricketer's career. And in some aspects, franchises do offer more security for less work, less risk of injuries, and more rewards. Although money is one of the major reasons why players are choosing to freelance, there are other reasons as well. When Trent Boult decided to reject the central contract in 2022, he cited that the family circumstances influenced his decision massively. He can now pick and choose when he wants to spend time with his family compared to earlier. The case is similar with Quinton de Kock, when he first retired from the Test cricket and now from ODIs. Considering the unpredictable path of a cricketer's career, maximizing earnings during their playing careers become more crucial, especially in today's day and age where there are opportunities. 2, they have to provide essentials to themselves and their families. The franchise cricket is filling that hole which was not there a decade or 2 ago. It is yet another argument why it's legitimate for players to choose money over country. More, it is not only in cricket we are seeing the debate of money over country and principles. It is also noticeable in other sports such as football and golf. In the past year or so, we have seen many European football stars move to Saudi Pro League, which pay ridiculously high compared to their European counterparts. One of the moves that has created a huge buzz is Jordan Henderson. The reason is that he has been quite vocal with human rights and is a big supporter of the LGBT community. Saudi Arabia is the last country one associates the human rights and same-sex marriage with. Indeed, being gay in Saudi Arabia is illegal, and you face challenges and repercussions. Another example is the LIV Golf Tour, who experts believe is sportswashing to cover up Saudi Arabia's appalling human rights record. Anyhow, it has attracted top players from around the globe and paid them handsomely. Not to mention Jon Rahm, who got a deal worth $500 million. Rahm, however, has pointed out in his early interviews that he does not play golf for money, which I in the first case don't believe, but it is however tough to decline an offer worth so much money, because so much money does put your principles in jeopardy. What would you do if you get an offer worth so much money? I know for sure that I will accept that offer, because more often than not, it's all about money. It's money that brings food to your table. It's money that makes your life hell a lot of easier. But if we come back to our cricketing topic, to play in the overseas leagues, it has its own benefits. Just see players from Afghanistan. They have all played in the leagues and have improved their skills and are the stars they are today because of playing in the overseas leagues. And it also does help to improve associate nations players and their skills. Meanwhile, others, however, express their concern about the potential impact on the national team and what message these well-known stars are sending out. The main argument is that rejecting a central contract reflects a lack of commitment towards the national team, which was the case in Mujeeb, Naveen and Farooqi's situation apparently. Further, the board sees its players as an investment, and when it is time for the players to return the favor, they ditch the board and look for money. And look, I don't know the exact details about why Rof chose BBL over Test cricket, but there is a disadvantage and dark side of the franchise cricket. Because representing your country is considered as an honor, and the commitments towards the national team should outweigh the individual financial gain, which was not in Rof's case apparently. Although I don't see Rof as a test bowler, but that topic is for some other day. There is a fear that prioritizing T20 cricket might dilute players' dedication towards the national duties. We are seeing it in some countries and with some players who are prioritizing T20 over country. While some are at the end of their careers, others are way younger. In my opinion, it's more acceptable if players prioritizes T20 over countries if they are on the other half of the 30s like Bolt or Gale earlier. But in Haris Rauf's case or the Afghani players, this does not fit well because they are young and they should prioritize country over T20. Although it is T20 that has created their identity. But the question remains, does chasing T20 riches compromise players' commitment to their national duties? The answer remains unanswered, but one thing is clear. The game is changing rapidly, and this time it's players who are rewriting the rules. The choice between national loyalty and financial freedom is a complex one. So what lies ahead for the future of international cricket? Only time will tell. But if you like this deep dive into the world of cricketing freelancers, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, play hard, play fair.